Hi, I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. If you're a wood turner, you may have already seen or heard of the Nova Infinity quick change chuck system. If not, what the system does is it dramatically reduces the amount of time required that it takes you to switch from one set of jaws to the next. This is going to give you more time at the lathe and less time changing out chucks and accessories. That's the end game for all of us. We want to spend more time turning and less time changing out chucks. Now, a nice thing about this system is there's two ways you can get it. You can either go out and buy a brand new chuck with the Infinity system, or Nova has made it so you can retrofit your old Supernova 2 chucks or your G3 chucks. This will allow you to switch your old chuck into a quick change system and you should be able to fly them. If you want to see the detailed look at the brand new Supernova Infinity quick change chuck, click this video up here. It will take you to the video showing you this in detail. Otherwise, this video we are going to talk about how to take your existing Supernova 2s and G3 chucks and switching them over to the quick change system. Decided to retrofit our old Supernova 2 or G3 chuck. I'm going to step you through exactly how to do it. One thing I want to start off mentioning, and able to do this, you're going to want to get a set of snap ring pliers. I've never had a set before, but this makes the job a heck of a lot easier and safer. A few things we're going to need is a number 3 Allen wrench, or 3mm Allen wrench, 4mm Allen wrench. You'll need your 8mm Nova or whatever 8mm Allen wrench, and an upgrade jaw slide kit, which are these little, I'll show you here a close-up. These will go on to the chuck itself. And you also need Nova Infinity Retrofit kit for your jaws. Another close-up of this. And so now I'm going to bring the camera in a little closer and see if I can make it so you can actually see what I'm doing. The first thing we need to do to make this changeover is take off our insert on the bottom of the chuck. So I'm going to go to the side here with the 3mm wrench, pull out the set screw, and then just take our insert off. Be sure not to lose that Allen wrench set screw. We're going to need that to put it back together. Put those off to the side. Our next step is going to use that snap ring pliers. We're going to take the snap ring off of the back. Use your safety glasses because you don't want this flying off and hurting you. Pull your snap ring off. And our next step is to take this plastic cover off. I've had a little issue getting this off in the past. It's not that big of a deal, but as you can see, popping off this little back plate can be a little difficult. I was using 2 small screwdrivers and I was able to pop it up. Be careful with that. Once you get your cover off, you can see inside of the chuck. What you're going to need to do is take out these 2 little adjustment wheels on the side, set them off to the side, and then we're going to take off the bottom gear. Once we take out the gears, then we have our jaws that we can remove. Slide those right out, and now we're going to go in and get our jaw slide upgrade kit. And what we're going to want to do is make sure that they all have numbers on the back of them here. You can see the numbers. We're going to line them up just like we would the last one. We're going to slide 1 in, 2, there's 4, and there's 3. What you want to do is slide them so they all come together in the middle. They make a nice little square. Once you know that you have that all lined up square, carefully flip your chuck over, and again you can adjust it from up top. Make sure that they make a nice even square. Once you have that set, you're going to drop your adjustment gear back in. Kind of give it a little turn and it'll set down into place. We're going to put our little wheels back in on the side. That's where your 8mm wrench comes into play. If you don't have that down, seated all the way, it will not go in. There we go. There. You'll know it's in correctly once it goes in. Flip it back over, you should still see a perfect square up at the top. Our next step is to pop that plastic piece back on. That's back down. Now we're going to put our snap ring back into place. Alright, we'll give it a second try. You see where this would be very difficult without a set of snap ring pliers. Alright, we have that all back together. Let's make sure we put back in our insert. And our Allen wrench set screw. Now you've completed your retrofit of your Supernova 2 or G3 chuck, and now we're going to go back and retrofit our jaws. Alright, the next thing we want to do is to retrofit our old jaws to fit the new system. Take your 4mm Allen wrench, move the Allen screws, and your jaw is off of the old jaw slides. We're going to take our retrofit kit, put it on the back side of the jaw, and use those same Allen screws to attach the retrofit kit to the jaw. Once that's done, just find your number on the back of the jaw and line it up with the number on the chuck. And what we have to do is you have to open the chuck fully open. The slide system works best with it all the way open. Once it's open, find your numbers. And slide it into place. Do that with the other 3 jaws and you're all set to go. I just wanted to show you quickly how this Infinity chuck system will speed up your time. Typically when I would do a bottle stopper, I'd set it into the lathe, drill out the hole for the mandrel, then I'd have to pull off, take the chuck off, pull off the jaws, so then I can put the mandrel back on it. So we're going to do this real quickly without having to remove the chuck with the new Infinity system. So as you can see, I never had to take off the chuck. I have the mandrel mounted in the chuck already. I took the old jaws off, and this took me virtually no time at all. This was one of the hang-ups if I wanted to come into the basement and get a project done real quick. Coming home from work, I have limited time, and you know, it's not a big deal, but this does make the whole process a lot more enjoyable. So as you can see, no matter if you were purchasing a brand new Nova Infinity quick change chuck system or you're retrofitting your Supernova 2s or G3 chucks, either way you're going to be spending less time changing out the jaws and more time turning at your machine. And really in the end, that's what it's all about. So hopefully this has been of some help, and until next time, I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. Talk to you later.